You guys, this sucks so bad. First of all, let me fix myself because I don't want to look like a talking head again. There, I think. Okay, it sucks so bad because I had pre-filmed my videos for the whole week and I had to do a factory reset on my phone and I lost everything. So it sucks because I had my Panda palette that I had done already. I had managed to fix my lighting to where I don't look so yellow with the natural lighting and everything. It came out perfect and I lost the video. Oh well, the show must go on, so let me do this again. Take two. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Pretend I didn't just give you that sob story. So I'm gonna give you the update for my Panda palette for the use that I had in February. So I'm gonna start with this little guy right here. So on this one, I have managed to make quite a bit of progress. I have finished this shadow up, which is pretty easy for me to do because I use it to set my eye primer. So that one is gone. So now I'm working on this one right here, which is a Coastal Scent sample shadow. And this is a light, just a regular creamy shadow, which I'm also going to be using to set my eyeshadow primer and also to highlight my brow bone. So that is those two. These three I have left untouched. This one right here I've used a couple of times, but there isn't really a significant difference. This one over here I have used in my crease occasionally, so I don't really see much of a difference in that one either. This one has also remained untouched, and on this one you can see, well, I can see that I've expanded the pan a little bit. I have worked on this a couple of times, but not enough to see, wow, such a huge difference. So that is what I've been doing with this little one. Also, I do have updates going on Instagram, so I'll compare side by sides on Instagram since I can't insert pictures at the moment. Okay, so now it's Maybelline Nudes. You guys, my first video was so awesome. I'm going to pop one of the shadows out because it is shattered and I don't want it to go all over the place. So this is where I'm at right now with my Maybelline Nudes. So let me start up here. This one right here, look, it already wants to jump. It already wants to jump. My God, what is it with my shadows wanting to commit suicide? I swear. Okay, so this one's cracking under pressure. So there you go. This one I haven't really used a whole lot. You can see some little bit of pan right there, but I haven't really been using this one. I did repress it. I repressed half of it. Maybe that's why it's like cracking and stuff, because I did it the lazy way. But I did repress half of it because it was crumbly, so I just repressed that one. This one I do have a dip going on. I use it and I love it as a transition shade. So that's what I've been using for, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of pan. Well, kind of, sort of. There's some pan going on there and there is a dip, and this around that pan, the sides are starting to wear off. So that is a good thing. This one right here, this gray one, there's not really much of a dip in there. Let's see if you can see it. You can kind of see it, but there's not so much of a dip in that one, but there is a little bit of a dip going on. This one I stopped using more regularly and more frequently because I started using this one, but I do use it. After I use this one, I put this in the crease as well. This right here is another shadow that I repressed, and half of it got repressed because it was also crumbling. I have not really used these two or this one. I've used this one a little tiny bit, but not so much to where I can see such a great difference. But I did expand a little tiny bit on these sides of the pans. Moving on to the gold shadow. Give me a second. Okay, so this gold shade, wait, that's not gold. This shade right here I haven't touched either. It has a little bit of a dip in there, but for the most part it is untouched. Now I have the black one here that I have used like in the outer V of my eye to just give some depth, and I've also used it in the crease, but what I most use it for is to top my liner, to set my liner. So if I have a liner that needs to be set, let's be real, even if it doesn't need to be set, I still set my liner with that shadow because she doesn't let me concentrate. Hold on, just hold on a minute. Okay, so basically I use this black one to set my liner, and there is a little bit of a dip going on, but you might not be able to see it here. Maybe on the Instagram picture you will be able to see it a little bit better. This one I have not used at all. This purplish one, it looks brown, and at least for me it looks brown, but it's more like a brownish purple kind of a thing. So this one I've enjoyed a lot, doing kind of like a grunge look, just using it all over the lid, kind of smoking it out, but not really. It's my typical look that I do for work. So I've really been enjoying that one, and as you can see, I have a dip going on at this part. I was expecting that I was gonna hit pan on it, but it hasn't happened yet. Now I have the gold one right here. Also, gold is not my favorite color, but it looks pretty nice. I might start using it and watch me just turn it into my favorite color. This one right here, I've used kind of like a multitasker. I use it to set my brows. I use it as a crease shade. So it's kind of like my multitasking shade. So there it is. You can see that there's a little bit of a dip going. This one right here, that's just like all destroyed. I have not got to use a whole lot. This glittery shimmery one, I have been using, but I use it to top my other shadows. So if I'm doing a cooler kind of eyeshadow look, I'll use this one to top it off. And also if I'm doing a warm look and I want to just cool it down a little bit, I will also use that one. This one I had to repress again, as you can see, and I think I had pan going on that one, and when I repressed it, that kind of just went away. This one is still untouched. This one I haven't touched for the most part, and I haven't touched these two. Well, this one I have, and this one sometimes I'll use it for my brows too. Like, do I use it for my brows? I don't know, it seems kind of shimmery. I don't know what I use that for, but I've used it before. So that is the progress that I have going on my Panda palette. And I finally figured, oh wait, no, I did tell you about this one. So I finally figured out what I want to do as far as panning my palette and incorporating my other palettes. I decided that I was going to do a 1 week 1 palette, and what I'm going to do is kind of just focus on one day I'm going to use my this palette that I'm panning, the next I'm going to use that other palette, or if it's like bolder colors, like this week I'm going to do a la mode palette. And I did post that on Instagram on Sunday, yesterday. So since those are a little bit more bolder, more bold, I am going to be incorporating some shadows in here to kind of just give me the look that I'm going for. So that is what I'm going to do with my Panda palette, and also doing 1 week 1 palette. And as far as finishing these palettes up, I have faith that I can finish this one, I hope. The Maybelline Nudes original shadows that were in that palette are a little bit more stubborn. They're a little bit harder, a little bit more compact, impacted in there. What? I don't even know. I can't concentrate. They're a little bit harder to work through and hit pan on, as opposed to the e.l.f. shadows that I put in there are a little bit more soft and easier to use up. So we'll see what I can get done with these two palettes. And I did forget to show you this one shadow. This one is crumbled up. It's like a silver, a shimmery silver, and I love this color. I've been liking it, and I decided not to repress it just because it was going to be a pain just to repress that little bit. So I'm just using it as it goes. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me on my update. And if you're doing Panda palettes either on Instagram or on YouTube, let me know if I'm not following your progress, because I love to watch other people's pan porn. I have so much pan porn on my Instagram that I need to put a disclaimer, P for pan porn. Like, watch out when you go on my Instagram. I love it. So thank you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you on my next one. And also, I hope I can get some videos up on Wednesday and Friday, because I'll explain later. But yeah, so I'll see you then. I'll see you when I see you, and y'all take care. Bye.